Call the meeting to order. Will everybody please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The New Jersey Open Public Meeting Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meeting of public bodies at which any business affecting their interests is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this act, the Cedar Grove Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be advertised by having the date, time, and place thereof posted on bulletin boards in the district, published and or transmitted to the Verona Cedar Grove Times and Star Ledger newspapers, tap into online news, filed with the township clerk, and posted on the district's website. Roll call?
Mrs. DiChiara.
Here.
Mrs. Miga.
Here.
Mr. Pervulovich.
Yes.
Mr. Shoner.
Here.
Ms. Dye.
Here. The meeting is open to the public for comments on items on the agenda. Seeing none?
She always says this so fast.
She does.
Well, given the makeup of all the empty chairs, I figured I would be
Oh.
safe, you know?
Pretty soon I'm gonna get you cardboard cutouts.
I may need them. How's everybody doing this evening?
Well,
Great,
Well.
thank you.
Second meeting of the year.
yes, and Ice-mageddon, is it Ice-ageddon? The Armageddon of the ice did not happen.
It didn't,
It
and that's
feels
fine.
much better today.
That was the obsession. The ice.
Yes.
The 8 to 12 inches. and
Yes.
all the ice
Freezing
that was
rain,
coming,
yes.
Exactly.
I'd much rather have it
PD was
this way
going to,
than
all
the
the
other
professional
way.
development was going to be canceled, and it was, you know,
Right, and none of that happened.
none of that
Well,
happened.
that's good. Nope, we'll take it.
No,
Right.
perfect.
Absolutely.
Hold
Yes.
on to our snow days.
Yes.
Please.
They're precious, right?
Precious and few.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Anybody attend anything lately?
I went to the North End FSA meeting last week, and they have a lot of good things coming up. They have their bowling day on the 18th. I know the kids have a great time. Book fair is coming up at the end of February. DJ night, everybody loves DJ night on the 8th. And a lot, it's Valentine's Day chocolates, if you want chocolate-covered strawberries, I think they're really good. From Chocolate Works, that's coming up. So they've got a lot of fun things going on.
Nice.
A lot of fun things.
Somewhere.
Yes, I was at the APT meeting, and it was just, they recapped a lot of the stuff that's going on, project graduation, and the big thing that we were talking about was the athletics being live, that you actually can watch the athletic programs in the gym live. So that was exciting,
Very cool.
yes. And I also attended the Music Matters.
Did anything else happen during that APT?
Well, I was gonna, I'm gonna let you dance in because I know you're aching. So I'll just let you
No,
do
I
it.
was
Oh no,
waiting.
no, no, no!
I attended as a parent.
I would, yes, I would.
And Miss Miga
I
attended
know,
as a
yes,
youth
yes,
parent. So
yes.
you were the board
No, I
member
know, but I know you're
representing-
just dying
No,
to.
I have my own
I'm not going to
FSA
say.
meeting
I'm not
notes
going to
from
say.
my own FSS
I'm-
meeting I attended.
I'm
Go
not.
right
I'm
ahead.
not.
The audience is waiting.
I know. No, you please.
What else happened? I'm dying.
No, I don't want to steal.
No,
your
no,
thunder.
you're not stealing my thunder.
You might be stealing his.
I know. That's why I'm
Right.
being careful.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have it mentioned?
So I'm not saying anything. I'm not stealing the Super's thunder. And then Music Matters.
Did you put it in the superintendent report? Okay, so you're good. You can mention it.
What?
Because he didn't put
Which
it in
part?
his report. Forget it, then it remains.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
I
Do you
attended.
remember what happened at
I
the
do
meeting?
remember what
You want to
happened.
fill us in?
Which part of what he said are we worried about here?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Didn't make that.
What?
I don't know.
Oh.
Put a little stick figure
It
up
was like a
there.
meeting.
Or just say you
Oh,
clicked
okay.
past it.
Oh yeah, but I figured there was that's such a known thing. Oh, whatever.
Okay.
Yes,
That's the big thing.
I would assume that it's such a well-known thing because there was an open house and stuff like that. The new the new vice principal was at the APT meeting. And so I'm already past the
Are you
APT.
guys all okay? You guys all got that? Okay.
So she's a very dynamic person, a very exciting person. I've met her multiple times when I've been in the building. And also, they had a breakfast.
Wait, I'm sorry. You were in the building multiple times?
Yeah,
That's
a couple times.
Shocking.
They had a breakfast for her to introduce her to everybody.
That's
And
awesome.
so I attended the breakfast. It was very nice. It was very nice. And she met the 4 people that were at the APT meeting. that didn't include the 4 council people up
Oh.
front. And so
But
she's
they were only there to pick up their varsity
jackets. Well, yeah, but she's a really dynamic person, and she's a great individual. And like I said, I thought she was introduced to the community already. But yes, it was a lot of fun, and she's a great person.
No, she seems great.
She's
So-
she's going to be an excellent addition to the high school. She really will. She brings a very different perspective and a great support component to the school, which is exciting.
Absolutely.
And obviously, the super's not talking about her in his report.
She started in December, it's January.
Well, that's what yeah. And then Music Matters was a great meeting at Music Matters. They went over all the stuff that they're doing. They have the spring musical, which is going to be curtains, and they also are planning their trips, because they do a trip every year where they go up and they go to a different place and they sing at that place. The kids come down. It's a really fun thing. And so Music Matters is going along and to support the musical this year.
Nice.
Yes. As we get closer, I'll give you the dates. It's too early.
Okay.
Yes. Anything else?
About that meeting?
Yes.
No, I think you covered it.
You
all.
sure?
Can I mention another club at the high school?
Absolutely.
Speak in so they can hear you.
Make sure it's on.
I think it's
It's
Sounds
on.
on.
You're
It's
on. You're up.
You're on.
I'm not so good with this microphone thing. February 4th, the Black and Gold Club will be having I think we're gonna call it an open house on February 4th at Cedar Beans to look for some younger parents to come in and help us and to sustain the club going forward.
That's
So
a great idea.
On February 4th?
that's
I'll
kind
be
of what
there.
we're, February 4th.
I have another year, but not be there.
It's time to educate about the
Yep.
need for volunteerism at the high school level.
And it's probably great that you're having an open house, because you can just come in and just talk and.
Yep.
Yeah, there'll be a presentation made.
Okay.
We'll just inform you now that you're stuck there for the rest of your life.
I have a junior.
No, no,
Yeah,
no. Can
yeah,
we just
yeah.
inform you
No, I
now?
have a junior.
You'll be there for her.
And that's it, no.
So last week was also the MMS FSA meeting that I attended, and they talked about their big fundraiser that's going to be at El Tulipano on April 18th.
That's right, they do.
7 to 11 p.m. There's going to be comedians, a DJ, and a small tricky tray. Details to follow. Let's see, April 12th to the 13th is the Alice in Wonderland Junior production. And then they were thinking about possibly doing a matinee on that Saturday also, but they
Right.
were still toying around with that idea, so stay tuned on that one. Treps, I believe it is the 9th year of Treps, I think. So there was a little bit of back and forth on if the date was going to change. The date remains the same, it's March 24th, but the venue is different. So instead of it being at the high school, they're actually bringing it back to the middle school this year. So same date, different place, it's the middle school. And that was really it. So,
It's at the middle school.
at the middle school.
Which is where it started.
It
so
did,
it
yes.
should be, it should flow
Yeah, and
very
it just started to
nicely.
grow. And the first year, I think it was in the, both the cafeteria and the gym, and then it just kept growing, and then it went to the high school. And I think it's a little bit smaller, and then I believe there was also a conflict at the high school. So
Right.
rather than try to move it and shuffle it, they said it's best to keep the same
Sure.
dates. So, which I agree, because a lot of people kind of plan
They kind of plan
around
ahead, yeah.
And then you still have to keep the snow date while you're at it also, and so you're kind of locked into,
And those workshops are tied into it,
Yep.
and so
Yes.
on, and so on, and so on.
yes.
I'm going to be doing one of the workshops.
This
Oh, good.
Thursday, right?
Yeah,
You'll be
yeah.
listening to business proposals,
That's right, yes.
That's always fun.
Yes, giving some input.
Very nice.
Nice.
Very exciting.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's a great program.
See,
All right.
the new vice principal is going to miss Treps.
Is she now?
Yeah, because she's going to be at the high school, and not at the middle school.
What is going on at the high school that day?
I don't know.
Oh, how do you know she's going to be at the high school?
I'm just assuming she's going to be.
Oh, well, I don't know.
She's been here since December.
Okay.
I think it's a,
She's not new
dance
anymore.
No, she's not.
I think it's a dance competition that there's a conflict with.
Ah,
Something
alright
like that.
then.
It was
She may
rented
not
out,
be
I
at the high
think,
school that day.
something like that, so.
Gotcha. All
Because
right.
it's a Sunday.
Either way, it's at the middle school.
Oh, yes. I think
Moving
you're
on,
right.
we
Yes.
don't have any board presentations this evening. Alrighty, that's okay. So we're gonna move on. From the Office of the Business Administrator and Board Secretary, under minutes, can I have a motion for B1 through B4?
So moved?
Second.
B1 is a motion to approve the public and executive minutes of January 2nd, 2019. B2 is a motion to approve the budgetary transfers for the month of December. B3 is a motion to approve the treasurer's report for the month of November. And B4 is a motion to approve the board secretary certification to the Cedar Grove Board of Education pursuant to the code that no line item account has encumbrances and expenditures which exceed the line item totals. Any discussion?
No, ma'am.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. DeChiara,
Yes.
Mrs. Miga,
Yes.
Mr. Pervulovich.
Yes.
Mr. Shoner.
Aye.
Mrs. Dai.
Yes. Under bills, can I have a motion for B5?
So moved.
Second.
B5 is a motion to pay the list of bills that were in our packet for the month of December. Any discussion?
No,
Nope.
ma'am.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. DeChiara.
Yes.
Mrs. Miga.
Yes.
Mr. Pervulovich.
Yes.
Mr. Shoner.
Aye.
Mrs. Dai.
Yes. Under business, can I have a motion for B6 through B9?
So moved.
Second.
B6 is a motion to approve Christopher Kinney, Director of Special Services, to serve as the school safety specialist for the Cedar Grove School District. B7 is a motion to approve the following resolution to commend the efforts of board members throughout New Jersey during the School Board Recognition Month. B8 is a motion to approve the location agreement with We Are Films LLC and the Cedar Grove Board of Education. And B9 is a motion to approve the modifications of the 2018-19 budget to reflect an additional amount received, listed in under B9. Any discussion?
No, ma'am.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. DeChiara,
Yes.
Mrs. Miga.
Yes.
Mr. Pervulovich.
Yes.
Mr. Shoner.
Aye.
Mrs. Dai.
Yes. From the Office of the Superintendent of Schools, I believe Mr. Featherman has a very engaging and exciting presentation for us.
You know what's not on there?
Yes.
I think there's something he forgot, though. The vice principal, right? Or the-
There's no,
Oh, jeez. Good Lord.
You know, January's not over. We'll have some time.
She came in December.
Arrived last month.
Yes, she did.
She's a month in now, so.
It's old news.
Yeah.
Maybe she was on the newsletter last month.
I don't think so. No. But thank you for that. Thank you. No, I appreciate that effort there, I do. All right, let's see where I am now. Oh, here we go again with this clicker. I know, I tell you.
Slid over a little, Mike.
Let's see. Can we,
One second.
what happened here, Mr. Nick?
You're gonna have to jump in, Nick. Thank you. Thank you very much.
What happened to our view here? Is there a way to change the view on that? Or no? Yeah, is that the best we can do, I guess?
Can you make it just full screen?
We really just need a desktop up here when I do this each time. You know, it's just a whole lot easier, I tell you.
So you're gonna bring your desktop from your office?
I just log on to that one in the back there and just kind of,
Just break out
manipulate
the
this thing.
typewriter for you?
I will tell you, Mr. Featherman, that it's, when you get it, it's quite easy.
it is.
When you're on your desktop,
Yes.
because as you click through it, you click.
Thank
can
you.
literally click
Thank
through
you.
whatever you want
Is he
to
the
do.
best or what? Is this guy?
It is.
I mean,
guess-
he sees that I'm up here struggling and
He's
he
still
just
mocking you
bails
from
me.
over here, though.
As Mr. Schoner said, it's much easier than navigating with this thing, believe me, okay? So look, it's January, it's cold, and so here we are heating things up in the Cedar Grove School District. So I talked briefly about in my welcome the things going on this month, you know, like the end of the second marking period, observation of MLK Day, and recognition of the Ed Camp, which we had yesterday. And how important that must be because, after all, we did ask our students to stay home yesterday. And so for two purposes, right? To observe MLK Day, number one, but secondly, to allow our staff for some self-care, to reinvest in personalized learning. And so I list here in this, and I'm not going to read through this, that's not what I do, that's for you to do. If we go down here, it talks about some of the topics that we covered in the Ed Camp. Some really great stuff. A lot of it is ed tech related. And look, the bottom line is this. For our staff to be their best, they have to be at their best. And ed camps, like yesterday, allow us to do that. So take some time and read through that. I'd appreciate it. Talks about what we have going on in the ed camp. Let's see. As I struggle to continue to do this here. Of course, you have access to the Friday folder. You click on there. We have a survey that I'm pushing out here. We had talked about this earlier when Dr. Zawicki was here. But if you click on this survey that I will be pushing out to the entire community, both the students, the staff, and our parents, you will navigate the survey. It's going to ask you to review and reflect upon the existing 3-year strategic plan that we have here in the district. And it asks you to evaluate how we've done as a board and as an administration, as a staff, in meeting those goals the past 3 years. And so this survey is quite extensive, and it will take you, probably 10 to 15 minutes to complete. But as I said, we'll be pushing out to the community very soon, and we appreciate the feedback in advance. Okay. So let's see if I can go back here. Now let's just, as I like to do, highlight some of the things going on here in January in the district. Things going on at each of our schools. Lots of things, as you'll see here, are ed tech related. Why is that? Recall our Future Ready initiative that we've taken on in the last 18 months. It's really all about innovation and personalized learning. And you don't get either one of those things with kids sitting in rows, do you? So a lot of what you'll see is kids performing hands-on work in groups, interacting with content, and perhaps more importantly, interacting with one another. And that's the cornerstone of the Future Ready philosophy. So that's what you'll see throughout this newsletter. Again, it's a lot easier for you to navigate than it is for me, as you'll see. But I do want to click on some of these cute little videos we have embedded here. Here's something going on in CommTech at South End I thought you'd appreciate. Let's hope it works. It's not going to work. Okay. Nick, what just happened here? I went to some strange portal and, yeah. What was that? I've never seen that before. This won't happen at home, I promise. It doesn't happen on my desktop, so I'm not sure what's going on right now. Oh, am I just skipping it?
Right, because he's not logging in as him.
That's right, yes. It happens to me all the time.
Yep, it had been, I don't know, did I ask permission? I always have.
Yeah, it always asks permission if you're not logged in.
We'll be right with you. Stay tuned. As we
Jeopardy music.
One thing we've learned through our ed camps and through our Future Ready initiative is that this stuff is not easy. And you're asking folks in a number of instances that are seasoned teachers that were born and raised on a very different approach to education. And so I give credit to our staff across the board and how open-minded they've been, embracing the technology, embracing the shifts in instructional practices. It's not all about Chromebooks and gadgets. It's about instructional planning and instructional delivery that creates a future-ready district. And what we saw yesterday at our ed camps, and a lot of which has already been pushed out through social media, on Twitter, through Instagram. I'm sure if you're following us, you've seen the videos, you've seen countless photographs of what was going on yesterday. Because you're clearly not going to see it here, so I'll just tell you that. So, right. Nick, no worries, Nick. I appreciate the effort.
It'll make people at home want to go see it quicker.
Yeah.
Now they're all excited about the video they can't see.
So you can turn off the board meeting and log on to your desktop. Let's try it. Here we go. No. All right. No worries. They can click that on that at home or at the office tomorrow. Shh, don't tell the boss. And they're just short videos that kind of reflect the same kind of thing, where our kids are engaging with one another, engaging with technology, engaging in instructional practices that are centered on them. It's good stuff. So as we go down here, a couple of more videos and just picture images of what's going on in the middle school in terms of STEM programming, in terms of kids. As you can see in each of these photos, you don't see anyone lined up in rows. They're not all, it's dynamic, it's interactive, and that's who we are in Cedar Grove. It's recognizing their charitable work here at the middle school, the Random Acts of Kindness Club, what's going on in ELA. Okay, I mean, you don't see kids sitting in rows and it's dynamic, it's messy, it's loud sometimes. It's the way learning should be. We've got our greenhouse, we have our STEM classes, digging in, growing in the greenhouse. In the middle of winter, the green things are thriving, and they're using math to track their growth of these plants. Here they have the Makers Club doing all kinds of great things. It's hands-on. They're using Tinkercad programs. In 7th and 8th grade, we've got contests going on. Again, you see kids that are just digging in and getting ready for college and career, these incredible projects that were made in social studies. Again, this is good stuff here. We've got our all advocacy award winners at the high school. Click on that link, and you'll see all the awards that Mrs. Jessen and her music department are being recognized for, the work they've done. If you recall the Free to Be You and Me initiative, they won the gold award. I mean, there's just so many great things in this newsletter. Here's an article on why math students need to think like mathematicians. Click on that, it's a great article there. Of course, we advertise our Ed Foundation and our social media platforms.
Yeah, I was gonna steal
Thank
his
you.
thunder with the Music Matters, if I talked about Music Matters.
It's all good stuff.
Thank you.
Because it's really exciting, especially with the music department, because when they went to the Stan Awards, they won, you know, 3 of the young people won amazing awards over there. It was just exciting.
There's great stuff going on in every corner of the district. So tune in and check us out and follow us on social media, for crying out loud. All right.
Click the links you couldn't.
Click the links I couldn't.
It does work. Okay.
Alrighty, moving on. Under personnel, can I have a motion for S1 through S12?
So moved.
Second.
S1 is a motion to approve the fantastic superintendent's report. S2 is a motion to accept the resignation of Jack Moncini, teacher of the handicapped at the high school, for purposes of retirement, so congratulations to him.
Yes.
S3 is a motion to approve Regina Purcell, high school custodian, 12-month, effective January 23rd, 2019, the rate listed. S4 is a motion to appoint the following staff in accordance with the state emergent hiring start date procedures. S5 is a motion to approve the following as substitute teachers the 18-19 school year at the rate listed. S6 is a motion to retroactively approve the following advisors for SAT prep to be offered to all 11th graders. That began today, so good luck to them.
And you know, it's exciting that we offer it free of charge.
Absolutely.
That a lot of other districts do not do it free of charge, that prep.
Totally agree. S7 is a motion to reimburse the following school-based volunteers for fingerprinting expenses. S8 is a motion to approve the Cedar Grove Middle School Summer Music Program. S9 is a motion to approve the a motion to approve Edward Pachowski to provide home instruction. S10 is a motion to authorize attendance at the following events. S11 is a motion to approve the following students for classroom observation. And S12 is a motion to approve the following leaves of absence. Any discussion?
No, ma'am.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. DiChiara.
Yes.
Mrs. Miga.
Yes.
Mr. Pervulovich.
Yes.
Mr. Shoner.
Aye.
Mrs. Dai.
Yes. Under contracts, can I have a motion for S13?
So moved.
Second.
S13 is a motion to approve the following contracts for special education students as recommended by the Director of Special Services. Any discussion?
No, ma'am.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. DiChiara.
Yes.
Mrs. Miga.
Yes.
Mr. Pervulovich.
Yes.
Mr. Shoner.
Aye.
Mrs. Dai.
Yes. The meeting is open to the public for comments on items on or off the agenda. Seeing none. Announcement of future meetings. We'll be back here again February 12th. That'll be here before you know it. Same time, same place. And then February 26th, same time, same place.
It's my twin's birthday that night, the 26th.
Is it really?
Yes, we'll bring cake.
All right.
I'll bring my parents
Am
and
I
cake.
making it or like somebody else? Just asking. All right. Well, can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. DiChiara.
Yes.
Mrs. Miga.
Yes.
Mr. Pervulovich.
Yes.
Mr. Shoner.
Yes.
Mrs. Dai.
Yes, the meeting is over. Everyone have a great night.
Yes.